o'clock on a Thursday morning. Happy May 4th. I'm Virginia Shaw.
I'm Jason Martinez, and one more warm day before things change, Megan?
Still warm tomorrow, but a little bit cooler.
Yeah.
We'll really notice the change this weekend. And we're seeing a change already, a much deeper marine layer with this morning. Look at all the areas around the county. Coronado cloudy. South Bay, you can see it's cloudy. Up above that marine layer, La Mesa cloudy, and Ramona's dealing with a little bit of fog. Not at the airport right there, but you can see parts of Ramona visibility is only about a mile. Escondido and Poway could be dealing with some patchy fog, especially for some of the higher elevations right now. It's not horrible there, but you may run into it. If you're headed out to the beaches today, do be prepared. Strong rip currents and big waves continue today, but it is very nice there. 70s. Maybe just go to the beach and sit on the beach, sit on the beautiful sand, soak up the sun, but make sure you wear that sunscreen. And for our inland neighborhoods, as you're getting out to walk your dog, 60s this morning with 80s this afternoon. I'm putting together my forecast for your neighborhood. I'll have that for you when I come back in just 8 minutes. Jason?
Megan, thank you very much. Let's take you live to the Capitol building now, where today the House will vote on the president's health care plan. It's expected to be an incredibly close vote, with several California Republicans possibly deciding the outcome. One of them, Congressman Darrell Issa, who is on the fence at the moment. 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala live in Vista. And Mimi, a lot of San Diegans pretty anxious about this vote.
Jason, that's right, and they have been for a really long time. For months now, we've seen people gather here on these sidewalks, filling this lawn right in front of Congressman Darrell Issa's office, and they've made it clear that they do not want to see the Affordable Care Act go. But now, House Republicans have added on $8 billion to help cover the cost of those pre-existing conditions that everyone's been so concerned about. They're hoping that by doing this, more lawmakers will vote yes on their bill. But what does this mean for us locally? Well, let's break it down. States would tap into a federally funded high-risk pool to help cover those pre-existing conditions. But critics do say that insurers could in return potentially increase their rates and then also not offer plans that cover needed treatments. Some San Diegans gathered in Solana Beach yesterday. They all had pre-existing conditions and were really concerned about this. We spoke with Linda Evans. She has cancer. She says she's healthy now, but is not okay with this new bill.
To get rid of Obamacare, ACA, what good is that doing? Let's fix what's right and fix what's wrong.
And Congressman Darrell Issa's vote is one of 14 from congressmen here in California that could either make or break this bill. We will have to wait and see the result of that, and I'll bring that to you. For now, we're live in Vista. Mimi Alcala, 10 News.
And California state lawmakers are also trying to tackle health care. Two of them, including San Diego's Tony Atkins, are pushing a plan for the state to provide health insurance for all Californians. It's called the Healthy California Act. It would cover all medical care, including dental and vision. Health insurance companies would only be allowed to play a supplemental role and sell supplemental plans. The plan would eliminate co-pays and deductibles. Right now, it's not clear where this money would come from to pay for the program, but the bill does go to the Senate Appropriations Committee on May 26th, and we posted more info on this interesting health plan on our website, 10news.com. We'll also post any update from the congressional vote today.
6:04 breaking overnight. Fire burned a fence and a tree dangerously close to a strip mall. Firefighters say a transient was cooking or possibly trying to stay warm and started that fire. It began about 3:45 this morning in the College area. Investigators say that fire did burn some of the paint on that strip mall, but those firefighters were quick. They were able to put it out in about 5 minutes. You can see the charred remains there. The transient was not hurt, but police are now talking to him.
A man hit and killed trying to shield his family from the rain. And happening today, the driver who was responsible will learn his fate. James Robbins has admitted to running over Jose Padron and leaving him for dead. This was in Paradise Hills back in January. Padron was outside his house grabbing an umbrella from his car for his wife and son. Robbins was driving his girlfriend's car, and it was his girlfriend who actually called police and turned him in after noticing the damage to her car.
New this morning, the head of the VA says they are considering shutting down more than 1,100 facilities nationwide. VA Secretary David Shulkin says those buildings are vacant or underused, and closing them would save $25 million a year. This idea comes as the agency looks to shift more of its health programs to the private sector to try to speed up care. Shulkin did not specify which facilities could be shut down. Mel?
And breaking overnight here in the 10 News Live Center, Prince Philip stepping away from public life. Now, starting after August, the Buckingham Palace said he will not be accepting any new invitations for visits and engagements. Now, they're not saying anything about his health. A lot of speculation, though, because he turns 96 next month. But Jason in Virginia, he has had a very busy schedule because since 1952, he has carried out more than 22,000 appearances, guys.
He's certainly earned the right for this retirement. No doubt about it, Mel. Thank you very much. We want to get to a developing story now. A grieving crowd gathering in La Jolla to remember the mother of 3 who lost her life Sunday in that shooting. She was the only one fatally shot on that day in this tragic shooting at the apartment complex in La Jolla. And this morning, there was another tribute to her. And 10 News reporter Jim Patton live this morning in University City and joins us with the messages and remembrance of hope.
Yeah, absolute messages of love, Jason, out here in this beautiful display. The flowers left behind by yesterday's vigil. And it was a vigil that brought together not just friends and family, but many strangers who needed to be there. Those gathering at the Crossroads Apartments Wednesday evening came to share their memories of 35-year-old Monique Clark and the many things that they will miss, like attending church with her. But many who gathered here had never met the woman. They only knew that they needed to be here to share their grief.
On behalf of all San Diegans, my family that couldn't be here, we're here for your family.
And we carry a lot of forgiveness in our heart at this time. And we also, please pray for everyone involved.
And that is Monique's aunt making the point that there are still 4 people who are in the hospital and who are recovering and need the prayers of those who were attending. And we talked about the fact that there were so many strangers that attended the event. Wanted to read you one of the messages related to that. This says, "Rest in peace, Monique Clark, a daughter, a sister, a mother, a friend. You will be missed every day of their lives." And then it finishes by saying, "We did not know you, but we came to pay our respects." And then it has the initials of several people that signed that particular card. And there are just many like this with this display here. Reporting live from University City for 10 News, I'm Jim Patton.
Thank you, Jim. So much love and so much support. All right, it is 6:08 on this Thursday morning, and want to ask you a question. What would you do if you had an extra $1,000?
We told you this moment was coming in the first 10 minutes of this newscast. And starting right now, 10 News giving away $1,000 twice a day. And right now is your first chance to win. There, call that number, 619-237-6370. If you don't win this morning, you'll have a chance to win again tonight at 11 o'clock and tomorrow again at 6 a.m. We will let you know as soon as we can, as soon as the winner is announced, so you don't keep calling, and you can try tonight.
Yeah, good luck.
Very exciting. Yeah, and you can take us all out to breakfast.
Right, that's how you could celebrate.
Nobody's offered yet, so you could be the first one. You know, I want to get you outside and show you the difference that we're seeing underneath the clouds and above the clouds. Mount Laguna, the sun shining so brightly, but downtown completely covered in clouds. But those will be clearing out just in time for the Padres game, taking on the Diamondbacks. First pitch, 12:40, an afternoon game. Temperatures in the 70s. Make sure you bring out that sunscreen if you're going to be going out there. 70s along the coast today, 80s for our inland neighborhood, so just about as warm as yesterday. Yeah, we're talking about another summer-like day. But let's show you 10 News Futurecast because that changes as we head into this weekend. That's right, not only colder temperatures, but rain and even thunderstorms in the forecast, even mountain snow. We're going to break it all down in 10 minutes. Kalina?
Well,